Yes, villagers, in this time of a possible shelter in, we're going to be giving you 4 categories of things that you need inside your home. If you just went shopping and you want to find out if you have those things, you're in the right place. If you're new to this village, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome as well. So, let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. We must believe more than we see. At this time, there's so much uncertainty with this coronavirus. As I said before, we are in completely uncharted territory. However, this is not the time to panic. What we want to do is we want to be prepared. Now, there is a possibility that we may be experiencing a shelter in. I imagine that a shelter in is probably going to be a request that we stay indoors as much as possible and limit outside activity and social interaction. So, in order for us to be prepared, we have to know exactly what it is that we need to stock our pantry with. Please go out and shop regularly. However, make sure that you have these categories within your shopping cart. Category 1, dry goods. It's important for us to have dry goods because dry goods have a very long shelf life. So you want to have things like rice, beans, dried mashed potato, yeast, sugar, oats. You want to have all of these types of things. Think about some other dry foods that you may possibly need. Like, for example, hot cereal. You might get farina. You might get wheetena. All of these different things have a very long shelf life and can stick to the ribs in terms of making a meal. The second thing you want to have is canned foods. So you want to have vegetables. You want to have evaporated milk, sardines, tuna fish, salmon. And don't forget frozen juices. Frozen juices can be stored in the freezer and all you have to do is add water. They save space and have a long shelf life in the freezer. Category 3, snacks and comfort food. If we're going to have a shelter in, remember you're going to spend a lot of times indoors. Especially if you have children, they're going to need some things to spice things up. Now what I do is I think about hotel mini bar. When you go to a hotel and they have all of those different snacks that you don't have to leave the room for, they have something that's sweet, they have something that's salty, and they have something that gives you a nice crunch. So you want to keep that same mentality when you're going and purchasing your snacks. You want some sort of crunch, so potato chips, pretzels, ice cream, cakes, cookies, pudding. Use your imagination. If you have children, they will certainly tell you exactly what it is that they want. Remember, you're going to be spending a lot of time inside the home. So make sure that you have enough snacks for you and your children and everybody else in your household to be happy during this time. Category 4, medications. You want to make sure that you have all of the medications that you possibly need. Everything that you are prescribed for, take a look in your medicine cabinet. See if you can go to your pharmacy today and get all of the prescribed items so that you have at least a month's supply. Now you also want to get first aid items. So whatever first aid items are for you, make sure that the expiration dates are not expired and renew those things that are expired so that you can have them fresh throughout the time that you're here. Certainly include in there some headache medication, some pain relief medication, some stomach medication, some gas products. Anything that you would imagine is going to happen within a 30-day period is probably going to happen. If you are restricted to certain foods, then you may have certain reactions to foods. Some of you who are lactose sensitive know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is not an exhaustive list by any stretch of the imagination. This is something just to get you started in terms of figuring out exactly what you need during this time of a shelter in. Now, don't forget your personal hygiene items. If you're going to be in the house, let's have that hygiene working for us and not against us. Now, I recommend if you're going to buy fruits, that you buy fruits that are already bagged. And I'm going to tell you why. Usually when you go to buy fruits, the first thing people do is reach for that plastic bag, which does not open well. So the first thing they do is they lick their fingers, they separate the bag, open it, and then they go start to squeeze fruits. So not this one, not that one, but this one. Now imagine all of these fruits are sitting there, and everybody who's come to pick these fruits have licked their fingers and touched these fruits now. Now we know some things about coronavirus. However, saliva on your fruits is probably not something that you want, especially at this time. If you're going to buy fruits, please research how to sanitize them and not just wash them, especially at this time. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, please click on that notification bell so you will be the first one to know exactly what it is that we discussed here. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. This particular condition is a condition that we're all going to get through. In order for us to get through, we have to do it together. So now more than ever, we need the support of the village. We need each person to look after each other. I'll see you for Fit Fridays, where we will show you exactly how to make those chicken nuggets or chicken tenders. I'll see you then.